Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum. Last time, we rather ineffectively infiltrated Team Galactic's headquarters, but none of that matters because we eventually found our way to the speaking room, where we heard Cyrus speak to his grunts, spelling out his plans to create a new perfect world. We know that he is here, and this time, we're gonna not just be taking the fight to his grunts, we're gonna be taking the fight to him. We gotta find where he is, so let's get started. Even though I'm pretty sure it's on the other side of this speaking room, in fact, I know it is, we're gonna be going over this way, as there is some stuff that we did not do last time that we were exploring. There was a report titled, The Pokemon Statues of Eterna. Sure. The creation of Dialga, the giver of time. In laughter there is tears, and likewise, it is with time. The same time flows on, for it is the blessing of Dialga. The blue text has been extracted using a high-tech device made by the boss. Yeah, let's keep reading. Second plate. The birth of Palkia, the creator of parallel dimensions. Alive yet not alive, everything drifts in space. To arrive in the same universe, it is the blessing of Palkia. This is referencing that Pokemon statue that we saw in Eterna City all the way back on our first visit. There was a guy in a house nearby that told us that there used to be some plates there that had some text on them. That is what we are seeing right now. Other than that, you know, just a little bit of lore. There are some hidden items that we can obtain all throughout here, which are kind of nice. Anything over this way? Probably the same sign that we have seen so many times. Yes, yes, Team Galactic created a look behind space, yada, yada, yada. We know about this. It doesn't actually mean anything. It is just him trying to unify you with a slogan that sounds cool. Get a max Whoa! More good items. That's everything that we didn't get before when exploring this floor of the Galactic HQ, so I'll meet you guys back over in the speaking room now, and we'll press on, hopefully catching Cyrus. Let us just hope we didn't give Cyrus enough time to escape. Let's get a move on. If he's anywhere, I'm pretty certain he's going to be past this room where he gave the speech. Just kind of makes sense to me. So, I can't believe this exists. The Team Galactic nap room. They're even nice enough to say to make sure a bed isn't occupied before you get into it, which is a bit of a hint for something kind of cool. You can take a rest in these beds to restore HP. Sure. However... Is there not? Yes, yeah. One of my favorite hidden items in any Pokemon game. A Pokédoll. Enables you to run away from battle just fine. I probably won't ever be using this, but it's just so adorable. The sign being all like, make sure the bed isn't occupied. You look in there, and there's just a doll of a Clefairy just under the covers. It's so cute. I really have to wonder, like, whose that is. My headcanon is that it's that guy down there that's going to be challenging us in this double battle right here. Let's see. Does it say anything of the sort? Are you enjoying your unescorted, unauthorized, and unsettling tour of Team Galactic HQ? Oh, I see. You're just upset because I took your Pokédoll away from you. Well, you know, maybe that can be your motivation. If you beat me in a battle, maybe the prize money will be enough to buy you a new one, even though I'm sure this one has endless sentimental value to you. Please do not have 6 Pokemon and be a required battle. Okay, 5, a little better. Let's get right down to business. Hey, looks like my strategy actually did work. It's a good thing I didn't learn my lesson from the last time we did a double battle in here and decide not to use Bodhi. For that wing attack there. I'm a little bit worried about that Stunky surviving this and having some kind of high critical hit move like Night Slash or just Slash in general, but we'll go for it. We'll run with it. Take that out. And get all this experience. This really takes a lot longer than it should. Level 35 on Vanity. Just how long it takes to get through all of those experience text boxes. I know that I shouldn't be complaining because, oh, boo-hoo, woe is me, 3 of my Pokemon are getting experience after just 1 knockout, but it does add up a lot. And in a video like this, when you're trying to do a live commentary and all you have to talk about it is a bunch of experience boxes for so much of the battle, it can get a little bit on the tiring side. So you have another Krogunk and another Stunky. Are you gonna complete the pattern by having a Krogunk in the last spot of your party? Let's find out. Is that Earthquake once again? Sucker Punch. Sure. Yeah, well, at least it's not as bad as your anticipation ability. Seriously, why does that exist? It's all like, oh hey, he's a flying type and has some move that I'm weak to. Whoever would have guessed? All it does is just tell me I have something you're weak to. That's it. There's that Earthquake again. Should have no trouble taking this out. I'm gonna be kind of worried if they got like a Toxicroak or a Skuntank, actually. Yeah, Skuntank could be actually kind of dangerous. I could have a Flamethrower on it. Let's see, I'm fretting so much about what their last Pokemon is. What is it going to be? It's gonna be a 2 against 1, so maybe I shouldn't worry all that much. It's a Glameow. Well, that was anticlimactic, to say the least. Cross poison. Wood hammer because I'm a jerk. Drop the hammer on it. It's actually very pointless. I was expecting it to do fake out in at least one of my Pokemon, which is why I went for a high power move. Not like it mattered. I don't suffer any recoil because I never even had to do damage because you are already knocked out, and that doesn't. Let me do what I want. Just blew my promotion. Let me do what I want. It doesn't matter what happens to Team Galactic HQ building. Soon, all will belong to Team Galactic anyway. That guy does not have super teleporting skills. I decided to just go back and heal since we're so close to the bed anyway, and I don't know what is ahead. Let's try, warp number 1. I suppose technically warp number 3 if you're counting left or right. Never mind, I'm just... That's stupid. Protein right there. Even more great items. I have so many vitamins just accumulated from all those item runs that we've done with our HM moves, all the ones that we've just found in this building in general. I have a lot of vitamins that I want to use in my Pokemon, and I probably shouldn't wait too much longer to do that. Another max elixir. Wow, guys, put away your good items before I infiltrate. Elixir! Put away your good items before I infiltrate your base. Look at this. I am robbing you blind. Okay. See if it's behind tile number 3. Man, what's next? Giving me, gosh, I don't know, 20 dusk balls or something? Oh. Okay. I guess this is as good a time as any to use those items that I have accumulated that I was just talking about. I got 3 HP ups. Give that to Supernova. I think I'll give another one to Milotic because Milotic is a bit on the tanky side. I guess Bodhi could have one as well. I do have quite a few tanky Pokemon, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I kind of like it. A lot of the Pokemon in the Cinedex are on the slow side. I know that you got your stuff like Weavile and Garchomp, but still. Attack, definitely going on Scythe. And we'll do that again. Maybe Acrobat should have gotten one, but oh well. Defense, Supernova can get that. Supernova just gets everything because it's such a jack of all trades. And special attack, or special defense, excuse me. Never mind, I did make the right call. I want special defense on Vanity, so that's all good. And there we go. Our stats are a heck of a lot beefier now. I think I can safely say that I have done all I can in the way of preparation. Don't want to use my rare candies. Let's open this door. So you've come. You heard my speech, I take it. A big lie, of course. It's true insofar as my intention is to create a new world. But that world isn't for the likes of Team Galactic. I seek an entirely new world solely for myself. If not, it could never be the complete and perfect world. You've seen my minions of Team Galactic. You yourself must know that they are uniformly useless and incomplete. I know why you're here. I can sense it in you. It's about Yuxi, Mesprit, and Azelf, correct? You want to save them. I no longer have any need for them. I am finished with them. If your heart aches to save them, go right ahead. I couldn't care less. It will save me the trouble of disposing of them. But I must say, you are a remarkable specimen. Those Pokemon have nothing to do with you, do they? But still, you came to rescue them out of pity. Such pitifully useless emotions. It's illogical and irrational. Pity and compassion are the products of the weak and faulty human heart. You were compelled to come here by such vacuous sentimentality. I will make you regret paying heed to your heart. This is it! Our battle against Cyrus at Galactic HQ! He starts off with Sneasel, level 44, Dark Ice type, inner focus for its ability so it cannot flinch. Screech, Ice Punch, Slash, and Quick Attack. People in this world love the ability of inner focus. I'm not one to talk considering I have a Crobat myself, but still. I decided to lead with Acrobat just because I don't think it's going to be all that useful in this fight, and if I could get off an X-Scissor that would get an easy KO with that Sneasel, so be it. I don't have Fire Blast on Supernova right now, so maybe it is for the... Your Sneasel! Dude! What? Okay, no, I refuse. I refuse. Do I have a full restore? Do I? Yes, I do. I have one full restore. I hate your Sneasel and its Ice Punch freezing on the first turn of battle so much. I am going to full restore right here and now just so I don't have to take that lying down. Probably gonna do it again. Yes, there's your Ice Punch. Nobody is lucky enough to have their Ice Punch flinch 2 turns in, or freeze 2 turns in a row. but you are lucky enough to have it crit. Again, this is the same thing that happened the first time we... Oh my gosh, what? Okay, Scythe, all up to you. You have a priority move. I highly doubt that Sneasel can do anything about that. It probably won't survive that with less than a quarter of its health. Thank you! At least someone on this team can fight that Sneasel effectively. Didn't want to open because I wasn't sure that would one-shot. Next up is Crowbats. Tempting, but I think I'm gonna stay in. Crobat is level 44, Poison Flying type, Inner Focus for its ability. I know, isn't it great? With Air Cutter, Poison Fang, Supersonic, and Bite. Why this thing doesn't have Confuse Ray instead of Supersonic, I will never understand. In fact, when this was a Golbat when we fought him last time, it knew Confuse Ray, meaning that he got rid of it for Supersonic. I know that I often say how much better my Crobat is than everyone else's, but when stuff like this happens, I really have good reason. And that does it for that. And last up, yep, is star player, Honchkrow, the head Honchkrow of this team. Gonna switch to Vanity just because I think it would be cool to give it a chance to shine in this fight. Honchkrow, level 46, Dark Flying type, Insomnia for its ability, so it cannot go to sleep. Holding a Citrus Berry, Nightshade, Feint Attack, Drill Peck, and Astonish. I don't think there's any say in what else we can do here. We're just gonna do our Ice Beam, hope for the best. If I could get the freeze on him to get my revenge for those last two encounters, I would be very happy, but of course that is not going to happen. Fortunately, Vanity is not exactly the bulkiest in the way of physical girth, so I'm going to need this Ice Beam to freeze or crit or do something. Come on, it's only a fair fight if I get something crazy like that with my Ice type move. No, screw you. I actually thought for a second that I froze it because of the pause right there, and then nope, it just activated its hold item. Even though I knew it had it, I still was very briefly hopeful that would be the case. And I don't survive that. Oh well, okay. Scythe, you're good to do this. You're gonna be fine. I know it's got Drill Peck, but I'm sure that we can take this out. I know that I got Vacuum Wave. I think I'm just gonna go for Leaf Blade anyway, because even though it's resisted, I think it'll still be fine. Wow. I knew Honchkrow was a little bit on the bulky side, but dang. I might actually be in trouble right now. I think it might have to fall to Supernova to be the one to do this. Yeah. This thing is definitely not a pushover. Go for that. All right, Supernova. It's there. It's there. I got no one to blame but myself if this fails. Okay, full restored anyway, so it's not like it really matters. Supernova, if you could get like Thunderbolt anyway right about now, that'd be really nice. Dragon Breath. There that goes. No paralysis. I'm just gonna do Thunderbolt. That was lucky that I basically got a free turn just to fool around with it. Maybe that did do just enough chip damage to allow Thunderbolt to finish it off. So maybe that was a good play after all. Okay, no, it wasn't. Can't get paralysis on anything either, but you have no trouble getting your freeze. Good. And let's do it again. I outspeed you. You are done. Interesting and quite curious. I see. You are indeed strong, and the basis of your power is your compassion toward Pokémon. How wasteful. Such emotions are but mere illusions. And like all illusions, they fade over time until death banishes them forever. That is why I have abandoned all emotions as useless sentimentality. But that doesn't matter. I doubt you will ever understand my position. That said, I recognize that you are strong and courageous to come alone. This is your reward. We obtained the Master Ball! The Master Ball is the ultimate Pokeball. It will unfailingly catch any Pokemon in the wild. But it is not anything that I require. Unlike you trainers, I do not make Pokemon my friends or partners. Unlike other Team Galactic members, I don't use Pokemon as tools. Instead, I make the power of Pokemon my own. If you wish to save the Pokemon from the lakes, take the warp panel ahead. I am off to Mount Coronet. I will ascend the mountain to its peak where destiny awaits me. It is there that I will create my new world. What I'm about to say is going to sound really silly and is going to kind of break the tension of what we have going on here, but just trust me on this. Go back and heal. I know that we just fought the boss of Team Galactic, but you want to be healed up. Just trust me on this. And we're back. Let's go onward to save the Pokemon of the Lakes. This room. At the start of it is an item ball, sure. And it's got a full restore, which makes up for the one that I used earlier. That's all fine and good. But this room, it just reeks of unsettling feeling. Experiencing this place for the first time, I feel awful about what we did. This experiment went too far. I'm not sure I can stomach what Master Cyrus plans. Having that be the first thing that you hear. No, having this music be the first thing that you hear, and then hearing that. I feel too sickened to say anything, but that thing we made, what is it going to be used for? Why, those Pokemon of the Lakes. Where do you suppose they would go? What are you trying to say? Nothing. Pay it no heed. A new world isn't overly interesting. What of it? If Cyrus is right, then Team Galactic will rule that new world. That's when it will be interesting. Chance to enjoy its sweets. I sure hope that our visionary Cyrus realizes his dream. I look forward to whatever our beloved leader has planned atop Mount Coronet. Gramps, our boss can do without your kind of moral support. You came all the way here just to save some Pokemon? Though it's nothing new, I can't say I understand our boss. Why would he let a kid like you come and go freely? We, Team Galactic, take all that we need and eliminate what we do not. But anyway, you've taken the trouble to come. Let me welcome you. Consider it payback for your insulting me at the lake. Yeah, just when you thought that Cyrus was going to be our last battle at Galactic HQ, nope, Saturn is here to challenge us. He starts off with Golbat, level 42, Poison Flying type, Inner Focus for its ability, you know the drill. Bite, Air Cutter, Poison Fang, and Confuse Ray, oddly superior to that Crobat that we just fought, but it's lower level. I find it a little bit strange that the fights weren't just simply reversed in their placement, because he is lower level than Cyrus. His Pokemon are not as evolved as Cyrus's. I'm not really sure why this is here, but it is. Not like it's any problem. Supernova, you have no trouble taking out Golbat. You have done it so many times before. You are basically the utility meant for doing that on our team. Except for maybe whenever Vanity gets high up there in the levels, maybe it'll be used as the utility for doing that, because your Thunderbolt really isn't the most damaging one in the entire world. That goes down. And second, we have a Toxicroak. No better choice than my Acrobat. I guess maybe Scythe would have been good with the quad weakness, but I think Acrobat's a safer bet just because of defensive typing. Toxicroak is actually quite tough. It's level 44, Poison Fighting type. Measly anticipation for its ability, but that's beside the point. It's holding a Citrus Berry and has the moves Brick Break, Feint Attack, X Scissor, and Poison Jab. Pretty good type coverage, actually. That Poison Jab is a little bit strange, but oh wow. Pretty good. Dang, Acrobat. I was a little bit worried about that thing, maybe doing Feint Attack and doing more damage than I expected, but you did a really good job. Last up is Bronzor, ironically the thing that I'm worried most about, because, as you might know, I don't have my Fire Blast right now. Not that it would have even hit it anyway, let's be honest. Bronzor, level 42, really should be evolved. Steel Psychic type, Levitate for its ability, so it's immune to ground, doesn't have heat proof. Extrasensory, Gyro Ball, Confuse Ray, and Shadow Ball. Kind of an annoying Pokemon if I may be honest, and once again, I am pretty ill-equipped to deal with it. Didn't even do half of its HP, and now I'm confused with a high attack stat. That's kind of a bad thing. Scythe, if you could critical and not hurt yourself in confusion this turn, that would just be the bee's knees. No? Okay. Scythe, we'll go over this once more. The plan is that you don't hit yourself in confusion, and you get a critical hit. You hear that? Okay, good, now do it. All right? You got half of the plan down, but the other half, it's not gonna do us any... Why do I even bother? Why do I hope for random occurrences that make my battles go more smoothly to happen? Because they never do! Like, this has been easily one of the most unlucky playthroughs of any Pokemon game I have ever had. Really. You're a tough kid, but I still pity the likes of you. Gah, what makes you so tough? Fine, do whatever you want with those 3 Pokemon. Press the button on that machine to set them free. Saturn and even Cyrus fall to a mere child. Team Galactic's state of affairs is worrying. Plan of Cyrus is atop Mount Coronet too. Who knows if it will work? Perhaps another option needs to be considered. One befitting of the genius Charon. I don't see you picking up a Pokeball and doing anything to stop me, good sir. I don't think you have any room to talk. We will set the Pokemon free. Our boss crafted a red chain from the crystals he took from the 3 Pokemon. That red chain is what he needed to shackle something on Mount Coronet. It's also apparently needed for creating something, but that's all I know. Who knows what he's planning to do up there? That is all the things that we came to do. We set the Pokemon of the lake free, and we won against Cyrus today. But he has some plan atop Mount Coronet that now we gotta go after. Back in Cyrus's office, there's still some things that we can see here. Specifically on his computer are some reports written by Team Galactic that'll make a lot more sense to us now. Starting with, some say the universe originated from a massive explosion. Similarly, Sinnoh is thought to have been formed by an explosion in ancient times. Needless to say, the explosion came from the power of a Pokémon. The Pokémon must have been the mythical creature considered a deity by the ancients. Our aim is not to capture the mythical Pokémon, but to obtain its power. The mythical Pokémon. According to myths, the Pokémon created Sinnoh with its power. However, capturing the Pokémon with a Pokéball prevents it from using its full power. But with the red chain, the Pokémon can be shackled, and its power can be used without restraint. The red chain. The Pokémon of the 3 lakes and Mount Coronet are somehow connected. Capturing the Pokémon of the lakes will free the Pokémon of Mount Coronet. From the Pokémon of the lakes, crystals can be extracted to create a red chain. Using that red chain, the mythical Pokémon can be summoned and shackled to do as we command. All those reports shed a lot of light on what Cyrus is planning to do, but that is not all. In this room, somewhere, where is it? Come on. There! There is a Razor Claw in this room! How fitting, considering that Cyrus has a Sneasel on his team. I originally thought that the earliest instance of a Razor Claw was much later in the adventure, but this was pointed out to me, and I thank you for that. So if you were holding off on training a Sneasel because you thought it'd be a while before you get Weavile, go on, catch it. You can get that right away. In addition, if you're wondering where this teleporter went, it goes to this room. It's how Cyrus got to that speaking room. And, I guess to spread a little sunshine on the dire situation we have ahead of us and the fight that we have coming up, let's have a little bit of fun. This mic is right here, unattended, so some snot-nosed brat could just walk right up to it and go, "Team Galactic smells!" and have it heard all throughout the building. Sorry, always wanted to do that, couldn't resist. But that is the Galactic HQ in its entirety. Step to this green tile, and it'll take us back here. Can't go back through it, it's just one way. That's everything that we came here to do. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, we head out for Mount Coronet and find out just what's going on up there. See you guys then.